Anyway, Stephen in Morganton, Georgia, how are you?
Good. Yourself, Matt.
Yeah, we traded some emails.
Yeah, we talked through email. I think maybe I confused you a little bit.
Okay.
When I said it. Oh, am I echoing? I'm having a little trouble.
A little bit. If you're watching the stream, turn the stream off or mute it or whatever else. But go ahead and kind of make your point, and we'll. Hello.
If the echo's bad, we can just take your call offline or take your question offline.
Is that better?
I guess so.
It's good for us. Go ahead and go.
Okay. When I said like Christians, okay, you guys know who Bill Maher is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Bill Maher made a thing about hypocrisy of Christians, like,
religulous.
Yeah. He said like a true Christian not go around parading all happy when Osama bin Laden was killed.
Well, I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't know why it's relevant.
Oh, like just
It's not up to Bill Maher. Bill Maher doesn't define what a true Christian is. I'm not sure who defines what a true Christian is, or if anybody does, because every denomination, every individual from all the different denominations is going to have a different definition of what a true Christian is.
Right. Well, I was raised Catholic, but now I consider myself non-denominational. I guess we can just. This is a very difficult thing. Maybe we should just go into my second thing really quick.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I just graduated from a public high school that happens to have a CLC Christian Learning Center, and I just wanted to know, like, say you had kids and they wanted to take that class, would you be okay with that?
Well, I don't know enough about the class.
Okay. First of all, it doesn't receive any government funding. It's all school property, and the kids have to choose to sign up for it. They can't be forced into the class.
Well, then what's this have to do with school then?
I just wanted to know, would you be okay with your
No, I mean, you said you went to a public school that had this. Now, how does the public school have this?
Well, it's a not state-supported thing, but you still can get school credit. I don't know how it works necessarily, but
yeah, I'm opposed to the idea of giving school credit for that. I know that they've set up this is not government or funded, and it's separate, and you can sign up for it as an elective. I'm pretty much opposed to wasting time and education and giving credit for religious endeavors.
Yeah, but that's our sort of position on church-state separation. But he's asking a bit of a different question.
Yeah. I just
would you send kids there? Would you send your kids there? And I guess the answer is the same. No.
Well, I wouldn't send them there as part of their school curriculum, even as an elective. If I had kids and they wanted to go, I don't know that I'm necessarily opposed to that. It depends on. It depends on how old they are and what the curriculum is, what they're teaching. I don't know enough to give you an answer. Well,
I mean, like there are a lot of non-Christians who've taken just to learn about the Bible from a more objective point of view.
Really? So this is an elective that's not paid for by the government, and you think it's a more objective look at the Bible?
No, I mean, I'm just saying anyone can take it. Anyone, like we do pray, so obviously they do take it.
Okay, so
okay,
we're
we know what
talking
this
about
is.
An objective thing. This is basically a religions course that's managed to find an end around to become a part of public school systems. Now, I'm fine with comparative religions courses. I am fine with the Bible and other religious texts being taught from a non-denominational, a secular perspective. Let me teach those courses.
That's right. Let's let an atheist teach
I would
it.
absolutely enjoy teaching it and encourage kids to take it. I mean, I took a comparative religions course as well. I also was a fundamentalist Christian for 25 plus years.
I actually just watched your video about that.
So, I mean, it's not... So I don't know exactly what you're asking. I got a little tone in here. I don't know what it is.
This seems like a very typical ruse to get some sort of government endorsement or appearance of endorsement of Christianity, and some sort of backdoor mechanism to get their kids indoctrinated. That's what this looks like to me. It doesn't seem the least bit objective.
Can I mention something else real quick?
Sure.
Okay, actually, the classes are an hour and 30 minutes at school, but what they do is they pray and they read one chapter out of the Bible and have a pop quiz on it, and then the rest of the class they play cards. That's really all they do. And then we go out to eat like maybe once a month in there too.
And you're getting credit in school for this.
So we only had about 14 kids in the class, and the teacher had some big van, and we'd all go. We went to Chick-fil-A one week. We went for Mexican food one week.
So
Chick-fil-A of all places.
Send me an email with the details on this, and I'll be happy to contact the Freedom from Religion Foundation and see if they're aware of this and whether or not this is in fact legal.
Well,
but I'm opposed to it, even if they've managed to find a way to squeak through the system.
They did give us like some kind of handbook about the law, that it's perfectly legal as long as the students sign up for it at their own will and it doesn't receive any funding from the government.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think it should be going on?
Well, as a Christian, I believe everybody has the right to learn if they want to, and if you don't want to, then you don't have to.
Right.
Are there churches in your town?
Do you think you should be getting public school credit and doing this as part of your schooling?
That's a very tough question.
Well, I'll make it much easier for you.
Yeah,
if we can do this class for an hour and a half, and we start adding classes for other religious points of view that are also an hour and a half, and the students can sign up for them as electives, how many electives should we allow students to go get credit for when they're not actually studying the basics that we should be teaching in public education?
Well, there'd be so many then.
Yeah. So I'll ask again, do you think this should be going on for public school credit? What's wrong with just going to church and on your own time? I mean, isn't Sunday school and Sunday worship and Sunday evening worship and Wednesday evening worship and the various other activities, GAs and Acteens and all that stuff, isn't that good enough? How much time does your God really need to soak up when you could be, I don't know, learning history, math, science?
Well, the people who usually take it are people who have room in their schedule, they've already taken most of their core classes, and they don't really.
And they have no ambition.
Team sports. I'm sorry, what?
They have no ambition. So I've got plenty of room in my schedule. I really don't feel like learning anything useful or productive. So I'll go ahead and do this church thing and pretend like I've done something.
Well, I'll say this: people at my school, I'll be honest, they were lazy. We had the principal; he had to be 100% graduation rate. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So my answer is that I'm generally opposed to it, and almost certainly would not allow or encourage my kids to do that. Although, if it turned out the curriculum was a good study and kids wanted to, I don't know. I don't know enough. But thanks for calling,
Okay.
Steve.
Oh, and just one more thing before you go. When I said debate, I actually didn't mean we each get on a podium and argue. I meant we go to Dairy Queen, have a blizzard, and have discussion. That was my idea.
Oh, okay. So I have no idea what my travel plans are over the holidays, but if I end up in your area and I feel like I want to go to Dairy Queen and talk about religion, I'll drop you an email.
All right. Thanks, Matt and Don. Now, this was a good discussion.
Thanks.
Thanks. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.